What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today I'm going to give my spoiler review for episode 8 of The Last of Us. But before we get things started, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content like this coming soon. Again, this is my spoiler review for episode 8 of The Last of Us. So I'll be giving spoilers for up to episode 8, not anything in the game, because like I said before, I've only played like a few hours of the game, so by this point we're way past what I've played in the game, so really don't know what's going to happen next, to be honest. But on to the review. Episode 8 of The Last of Us. When we are in need. Yeah, another good episode. This show really hasn't missed yet. Well, I thought the episode was good. It wasn't like my favorite one, I would say. But what was great about it was Bella Ramsey's performance. She was fantastic. She's been good, or really good, actually, I should say, throughout the whole run of the show. But yeah, like as it goes on, I've been more and more impressed with her, especially the last two episodes here. Um, yeah, just a fantastic performance from Ellie. She really, yeah, it's these past two episodes she's been like more of the central focus, I would say. And yeah, I think she's really stepped up, honestly, Bella Ramsey, and Ellie as a character too. With this episode, we see Ellie still being by Joel's side, kind of helping him like fight off this like infection that he has. And in that, she comes across David, who's the leader of this group. And yeah, this character, David, he's despicable, he's evil and all that. But at times, I thought he was a little bit over the top or a little cartoonishly evil at times. But yeah, like he's an abuser, he's a murderer, he's a cannibal, he's all this stuff. Um, But yeah, he's also a violent person, and I kind of did like that speech that he had, like after he captures Ellie, talking about how he has a violent heart and he always did, but after the outbreak happened, he kind of really he said that he saw like the truth in like through the cordyceps that they do what they have to do to feed their children to multiply and keep growing and all that, even if it means being violent. And he feels that he can actually embrace this violent side of himself. And he says he sees that in Ellie, and he kind of likens himself to her. And he has like this twisted proposition to her to like be by his side, and they can make something together to kind of like be like his child bride or something. I don't know. Honestly, I did not like David at all. I'm not saying he wasn't an interesting character. I just mean like as a person, he was just, I hated that man. Honestly. Uh, but with the whole violence thing, and we see later on, especially with Joel here, he does eventually get back on his feet. He's not 100% for sure, but after Ellie gets some medicine, he is able to at least get up and fight off some of the people, some of David's men who are like intruding in the house trying to get him. That whole scene where he like had two of them tied up and was like torturing them was honestly like a little hard to watch. I'm not saying they didn't get what was coming to them, but yeah, like we get finally get to see some of like that murderous Joel that we've mostly heard about. Uh, Things that he feels like is weighing on him a little bit. The fact that he had to do those things to protect Tommy and himself and other people that he's loved. Yeah, he goes right back to that. Like he is. I don't know. I wonder if he has like some sort of enjoyment when he's like kind of torturing those two guys and just like kills the other one. I don't know, but he does manage to get to the resort where Ellie was captured and all that. And I thought it was interesting and a really neat idea that like Joel has been seen as like the protector of Ellie throughout most of the show. But here, while he does make it to the resort where Ellie's at, Ellie really does save herself against David. She, I don't know, she really like played it smart. She was really smart in like with the last ditch effort she had, where she bites David while like David and James have her like pinned down at the table and are about to chop her up, and then says that she's infected. And they roll up the sleeve, catches James off guard, and Ellie's able to hit him with the cleaver right in the neck. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did actually think it was really cool to see Troy Baker in this episode. Obviously, he played Joel in the video game version of The Last of Us, so it's really cool to see him get a role, kind of like how Jeffrey Pierce, the actor who played Tommy, had a role too. So yeah, and I thought he did a good job here. So yeah, it was nice seeing him. But David's not really buying the whole thing that she's infected and all that. Because like, why would she fight so hard for her life and doesn't look fresh and stuff like that? But he still wanted to, you know, have Ellie by his side and all that. And when he like forces himself on her, that was extremely hard to watch, honestly. But Ellie kind of like completely lashes out on him, like stabs him multiple times over and over and over and over and over, and we don't see exactly what's going on, but we see like the blood coming out and going on her face and all this stuff like that. And she like escapes herself, and then Joel's there to. While Ellie saved herself, Joel's there to at least be there for her emotionally and all that, and he just like instinctually just like holds on to her, comforts her, and he says like everything's okay, baby girl, which I remember is what he was calling Sarah, like when she was dying and all that, saying, "Oh, come on, baby girl, come on, baby girl." So yeah, it just further solidifies, I think, the personal relationship they've had. Joel really does, even though he hasn't admitted it yet, he really does feel like Ellie is family and not really cargo or anything like that, and kind of feels as if she's like a daughter to him and all that. So all that I thought was really good. Pretty brutal episode, I gotta say. Um, yeah, like Joel, Ellie, and David. I thought it was interesting, like that they're all violent, but kind of in different ways. Um, yeah, and I thought this episode did a really good job showcasing those different things, and everything's not black and white. While Joel was ready to defend himself, like maybe went a little bit too overboard with like possibly taking pleasure in like the violence and all that. And maybe there's some sort of catharsis there for him, and like maybe Ellie too, the way she like repeatedly stabbed David. Obviously, she was right to defend herself there too. I'm just saying that there is violence in all three of those characters. Each have violent hearts. I feel like, kind of like, as David put it. But we only have one episode left, and I really don't know what's gonna happen because I'm assuming they're still like right near the University of Eastern Colorado. Oh, and speaking of the university, I did find it interesting that the reason why they're hunting down Joel and Ellie is because those four guys who Ellie and Joel came upon at the university were attacking them were from David's group. They were scavenging for supplies and all that. And that they wanted, I guess, some sort of justice for Joel killing that one guy. And it shows that, yeah, killing people does have consequences in this show. Yeah, kind of like what you see with Kathleen and all of them in Kansas City. They were kind of tunnel vision trying to track down Henry for leading to, I know he didn't directly kill, but leading to the death of Catherine's brother and all that. So I thought that was interesting. But like I was saying before, like I assume we're still really near the University of Eastern Colorado, and they want to get at the Fireflies to try to make some sort of vaccine or cure or something. They're gonna have to make it all the way to Salt Lake City, so I wonder if they are gonna make it there by next episode or not. Because Utah to Colorado. I'm pretty sure that's like a sizable journey on foot to make it there. So we'll see, and we'll see if this vaccine will even happen or what's gonna happen there. But one episode left. It seems like there's, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot to cover, but I don't know how it's gonna end. So maybe there's not too much to cover. But either way, I'm really excited to see what happens in the last episode here. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Can we at least get a happy ending or not too of a bleak ending? But we'll see. Catch you all next time. Bye.